Hello and welcome back to This is Total War with Arkhan the Black and the followers of Nagash. Just picking up with where the first part ended, and as I said last time, I'm pretty happy with how things have gone, despite the fact I'm about to lose this city down here. We've kept the Bretonnians at bay. In fact, I think this is the third army of theirs that I'm about to go take out. And that's helped build up a bunch of golden experience on my characters. So my Tomb King here is one level away from Lightning Strike, and my Lich Priest is getting up there as well in terms of learning new spells. So at the end of last time, I basically had this choice of defend Sorcerer's Islands from the Bretonnians by putting my army here, or stop the revolt from taking my capital, and for reasons I went into that I probably already belabored a little too much, or repeated too many times, I decided to do it this way. Just checking. Yeah, so I have more archers I can recruit, but I'll have to do that at the end of this turn.
Summon them.
So I think, yeah, and my Necrotect, my other hero's too far away to join, but I kind of like having him here to watch the dwarves, so let's just go with this. Doesn't particularly like our chances, but I'm convinced that this has just been basically wrong for every battle. They've got 4 units of mounted archers. If they had a whole stack of mounted archers, I think their army would be a lot scarier, but the guys with spears are just don't do enough, really, against what we've got. Or honestly, I mean, these units are some of the worst units in the game, I think. They're just, yeah. If we had an army of... Like, if we had an army of archers, then fair enough, fast light cavalry would be effective, right? But more or less anything else just beats them pretty easily. Okay, so where do we want to deploy? I'm always tempted to basically take like a flank and use terrain like this to mean I can't be attacked from both sides at once. I'm just trying to decide whether I like that over just hanging out on the hill in the middle here. Yeah, I think I do. Maybe I could do something with this rock here. Is this even a better position? Yeah, I guess it is. Aside from issues with line of sight, I don't think elevation and fighting up or downhill has a huge effect in this game. I think it's more important in older Total War games, also like some of the historical Total War games. I'm not actually too sure about that, but I've never really found that going at the top of the hill is a huge deal. So yeah, I'm happy to just hang out here, use this rock as basically to completely cover one flank. Then I should have enough spearmen to more or less completely enclose the rest. Put this back a bit. I'm pretty sure that because we have artillery, they'll be coming towards us. Oh. Yeah, that's slightly annoying. I have to deploy around this. Okay, so the terrain here is just impassable. Apparently, even though it looks like normal sand. Alright, fair enough. I don't imagine there being anything in this battle very different from the previous times we've fought these light cavalry stacks. Like before, it's not a big deal if I do end up losing any of my infantry. I just want to keep my Cascade of Souls, Hero, Tomb Scorpion to a slightly less extent. Like, those are the actual good units I care about. Well, good units and units I can't easily replace. More to the point. Um, you know what? Let's just shift this all forward a little bit. Got a bit cramped. Yeah, so there's kind of an invisible edge over here. Oh, maybe not. I'll just check this once the battle starts. I obviously don't want to leave like a hole for the cavalry to come through here, but oh, that works. Yeah, this rock outcrop is just a little weird in terms of where the actual impassable terrain starts. That'll do. Stick the cripples over here to start and then pull them back around. Stick these guys here and then move them out later. I'll have the Tomb Scorpion here just in case. I can imagine this unit getting... I can imagine them trying to like cram a bunch of troops around through this way, so I'll have the Tomb Scorpion there. Tomb King in the middle. Lich Priest on this side. Alright, looks good. Group the archers as well. Yeah, and they are coming towards us, so Cascade Assaults will be in range pretty soon. I think I'll just focus down their missile cavalry. Try and break them, minimize the damage they do to us. Other than trying to get a decisive victory for the little extra experience, or the extra experience, taking casualties just doesn't matter too much. We're going to have a turn to replenish in the, we'll just be hanging out by the Sources Island settlement anyway, but got to remember I have this passive ability on my Lich Priest and my Wizard now, so that I can use, like, whenever I cast a spell, it actually passively heals the whole army. Got this protection down on this unit. I can imagine it's going to take a bit of a beating here. Boost these archers as well. Alright, Tomb Scorpion got a little hyphy there. Let's pull you back a bit. Yeah, should have everyone on guard mode as well. We don't need to bother pursuing this army, they're on force march. Okay, well, they're gonna do that. Oh no, I was gonna say, I didn't see those guys flanking over that way. Yeah, we've definitely got a lot of spearmen who aren't really involved in fighting at the moment, but you can see that they just aren't doing that much damage even to this unit. Broke those Yeoman archers, that's great. These guys are just hanging out. Let's pull the ghouls back just to... Actually, I don't mind them getting involved in the fighting. Alright, yeah, archers, I don't want you to shoot at their lord, it's just not a great target. So tempting to just put the Cascade of Soul shot into this massive yeoman, but they're not doing anything right, like the archers are actually doing more damage. Alright, let's try and concentrate fire on one unit of archers at a time and break them. Keep this protection spell up on my spearman over here. The Tomb Scorpion's surrounded, but yeah, the mounted yeomen just don't do armor piercing damage, or like enough armor piercing damage to really threaten it. It feels silly having the whole, like, half my army just static here, not doing anything, but, like, it's really not a big deal. They're not going to commit the other half there, or the rest of their cavalry, then they're just not going to do enough damage to us. Let's maybe pull this skeleton unit back a little bit. See if I can get one of the other ones to take more damage. I think they just, yeah, they took damage because the enemy lord was beating them up. Can you actually hit? Maybe not quite. No, they're doing enough damage. Got to keep an eye on my Tomb King because their lord is pretty powerful in melee, but it seems like he's doing fine. Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit of a mass rout over here. They just match up too poorly against Spearman and Tomb Scorpion. Being on force march is making their life miserable also. We don't need to destroy all the units, like, we just need to do enough damage to cause the army to rout. So I don't even care about, you know, chasing after these guys. I'm pretty impressed at how much punishment this skeleton unit took. Like, they've got 124 members left. Just keep them healed up. Even without the neck protecting the army to do the construct healing spell on the Tomb Scorpion, it's, yeah, like a tier 4 unit against tier 1 unit is what you're seeing here. Like, it's got pretty good melee defense, it's got pretty good armor. Alright, you guys giving up? Or are you gonna have a go of those cavalry over that way? Let's see if we can force the issue. Although, I'm not in a rush to get this over with. Oh, this unit's getting a little out of position. Hold on. Yeah, I don't really want them to break ranks like this. Come back here. So the yeah, the skull of the flag basically means the that units, not only are they routed, but they're not coming back to the battle. Just in case you haven't played this game. I think the way it works is normally units can rout, rally, and then the third time they basically won't come back. I don't know what the AI was doing with these units. I mean, that's the only thing that's stopping them from getting the army losses and completely routing. I've used all my missile fire, that's fine. Is this their lord? Yes, okay. Maybe should have kept a slightly closer eye on that. Took a bit of casualties, or a few casualties with these crypt ghouls. Alright, looks like they're making a last desperate attack over here. And That's the army losses. Yeah. Alright. Not too bad for damage. I imagine this will be a decisive victory, but we'll see. We've run out of magic, but yeah, no, we're not going to get another cast in, I don't think. I'll wait and see. If I get another cast in, it's just that extra passive healing that might give us a guy back, but the cavalry get off the field pretty quickly, so I think it's not happening. Close victory. Ugh. I feel like I've been on the borderline between close and decisive a couple times. Yeah, maybe taking like a quarter of this unit, losing a quarter of this unit right at the end to their lord, or mostly their lord, was, I should have been more careful, but that's no big deal. We still get a nice chunk of gold, and there's a difference in experience between close victory and decisive victory, but you can see it's still like most of a level up. So any like one more victory and he'll get to lightning strike, which is great. Yeah, I'm just gonna take more gold here.
Attend your king, slaves.
Okay, and he's gone. Yeah, it's only their faction leader who's actually immortal. So this guy, Mogna of the Flame, we fought him before. He was the first guy who came over. I think we might have fought him twice actually. But the guy we just beat was some other sort of like non-unique lord who's now just dead for good. But as far as I know, they can just, there's no limit to how many more they can recruit. So this guy will come back every few turns after he's wounded, lead another army, and in the meantime they'll just send out someone else. But it doesn't look like they have another army for now.
Victory, yes.
Alright, so we need one more point into the first set of spells here before we can go further up the tree. I do want to get to these top abilities, like Arcane Conduit's very good, lets you basically get more magic. Same with this. This spell's an area effect damage spell that, it's okay, I haven't had great experience with it, but I'll probably pick it up too. So just the question is what we put a point into here. I've never had a good experience with this spell. This is like, this deals direct damage to a unit, but yeah, you can see there in the description, high chance opponent will resist damage. I don't know how that's calculated, but it's 11 Winds of Magic for almost nothing, in my experience. So I'd rather just put a second point into one of these, I think. So right now, yeah, so right now this is a protection spell, it has 18-second duration and a recharge of 30 seconds. If I put a second point in, the cooldown is reduced by 30%. So that's not bad. I think eventually, I mean I like both these spells. I think eventually I might put a second point into the other one, but I'll just go for the extra protection right now. Okay, so that's that. I imagine we're going to lose the city this turn. Just see what they've recruited by selling out. Oh, they got a third catapult, that's interesting. Yeah, the rest of our army is nothing special though. Yeah. Just couldn't be in two places at once. I imagine, yeah, looking back at yesterday, or the first video which I recorded yesterday, I think I could have done a better job with this revolt. Like, I could have just not taxed my region for a few turns, which would have delayed this, and I think I could have made it so that, like, I'd have time to beat the Bretonnians like I just did, then get down and deal with the revolt and not lose a settlement. But that's all fine. Alright, so dwarves have quite a lot of units over here. How strong are they?
Yes.
Yeah, they're stronger than us. I don't know, that's like 3 to 2 or something, maybe a bit more. But the fact that they've got 26 units in between these settlements, I'm pretty sure they haven't got another army wandering around.
I need more.
Guess I can scout up here a little bit.
Move, slaves. Ever onward.
I didn't mention this the other day, but the dwarves, The dwarves have an ability to basically bypass terrain using something called the Underway, which is like a network of underground passages that certain, like the underground living races can use. So I'm pretty sure they can use that to get across this set of mountains. So I do have to be aware of that. There's some risks involved with using that, like you can get intercepted by armies. So they don't always use it, but it is an option for them. Alright, what am I doing here? Recruiting my other 2 units of archers. Yeah. So just keep the most experienced units and throw out these 2 that don't have any experience. Experience slightly boosts leadership, which is good for stopping the skeletons from crumbling. Can actually walk over to the other side here. Do I want to do that, or do I want to just go back to the settlement? Oh, the settlement's not actually affected by public order. Or like it's gonna, yeah, I'm pretty sure we get a flat plus 20 and while the revolt's still actually out there anyway, so. What do I actually want to do with this army? As I explained before, I'm actually not trying to go up and capture Lashiek yet. Maybe I'll consider it when I have a second army, but sure, I don't want to do it right now. You can see that there's a full stack here in Kofa from the, this is Rapunzel to Leoness. Her faction. So she's a legendary lord. She isn't restricted in like what she can build, so she doesn't just spam peasant armies like the mounted yeomen. She actually starts being able to recruit knights and will recruit stronger knights as she builds up more. Actually, let's just see. So I can't see who she's at war with, but I can see if she has... Yeah, so she has a trade deal with Mogan of the Flame. Makes sense.
Onward.
Nothing over here. Yeah.
Cetra the imperishable.
Yeah, so Cetra starts over here, and he took this territory from the Savage Orcs, which is this other faction he's fighting, the Top Knots, and they have territory here. You can see it's kind of outlined in red, even though we haven't explored there. But he's now neighbouring the this faction, which is another minor Bretonnian faction. So I imagine there'll be a war between Cetra and them. I think ideally, I want to avoid the situation where I go north, I discover Rapunzel, and then she basically declares war on me, and I'm her only enemy. So she just basically spams armies and attacks like this other Bretonnian faction have been doing, because her armies are, yeah, definitely much stronger. I wonder if I should go grab this. That's a possibility. At the very least, that gives me some gold, even if I back out, even if I don't want to do the battle. I'm not sure, some of these, yeah, I can never remember which of these, like event things you can search have battles and which just give you boosts, but I think you always get 500 or 1,000 gold. Which is not nothing. Okay, 5 more turns for this, so I want 5,000 gold. I'm tempted to just come and raid the Bretonnians, honestly, because they can't do anything about it. It's going to probably get another couple of hundred gold coming in. If I'm going to do that, I want my army to be fully replenished beforehand, so let's just move back to Sorcerer's Island. Yeah, that more or less gets up to full strength. And recruitment-wise, yeah, grab these 2 archers. Everyone else has at least 1-2 experience already, so we can't upgrade anything. I'm keeping the Crypt Ghouls for now. I think I want to transfer some of those into my second army once I get it, because they're not... Like, I'd almost rather have just more spearmen, because this army is going to be mostly focused around missile fire, like archers, Casket of Souls. I can get another Casket of Souls soon, hopefully. And in that kind of army, the ghouls just aren't super effective. They're not really a defensive unit. They make more sense when you've got a big army full of spearmen, and you just need some units to do a little extra damage. But they're not great at holding the line in this army, so I'll keep them around, but I'll probably transfer them into the second army once I can recruit that. Okay, and this is just a bonus to infantry and replenishment. Yeah. I didn't like try to force march down here to rush and recapture this. I just don't think it's worth it. I think if anything, if the rebels capture this settlement, it'll stop the dwarves. It'll like make the dwarves far more reluctant to come attack us. But I think this guy's in a good position to just keep an eye on what's going on. Alright, I think that's everything here. Let's check. Yeah, those traits aren't very good. We already got a Scorpion Carver. And yeah, I think that's all for this turn. So let's move on. Aha, okay, so that's exactly what I was talking about. Khemri and Chevaliers de Lyonesse fighting each other. Alright, here's a dwarf army. It's coming over this way, interesting. Wonder what they planning to do. Okay, so we've got a mission here. So these pop up at random every now and again. The game's trying to help you out, like give you some direction, but the game doesn't know we're playing a This Is Total War campaign, so some of these suggestions are just probably a little too premature. Like, this is a very difficult settlement to attack. Don't think I talked about what lies over to the east of the dwarves, but there's another major faction. By major faction I mean they have a legendary lord, one of the Lisbon factions. So not only is this tough to capture, but if I was over here attacking, I'd be put into contact with the Lisbon here and make my life harder, I think. Alright, and they've gone up to a full stack here. Let's see what they picked up.
Fire on them.
More sepulchral stalkers and more cavalry. Yeah. There's no Tomb Guard in this army. The Tomb Guard are like the elite infantry of the Tomb Kings. I think the Screaming Skull catapults are the scariest part of this army. I mean, I can't hold the garrison. I mean, I can't hold the settlement when they actually attack. But in terms of taking it back later, I don't think it'll be a big deal. Military presence 1. Okay, so they're going to be recruiting again. So let's see, what are these dwarves planning? I imagine they'll come over here and start raiding. They might come here and go into ambush stance. I certainly love the opportunity to just take out this army, weaken them a little, get more gold, get more experience. So I think with that in mind, I'll head over this way. Go into raid stance. Oh, it's 50% for raid stance. Well, never mind. Okay, so I could have got 260 gold if I'd moved back more. Alright, no worries. Let's go into ambush stance. This might... The last time we fought a dwarf army, it did look like they were on the way to attack Source's Island, so maybe this army will continue to march out if they don't think we're in a position to resist them. Okay, we can't see anything in this army yet. And they don't have any troops here. So this is, yeah, so this is the entirety of their forces currently, 17 and then 10. And they still don't have, oh no, they do have tier 3 units now. Okay, yeah, that's good to know. So they have Longbeards, which are basically upgraded versions of Dwarf Warriors, like just tougher, just better all round, harder to break. But this army looks like it's still just the tier 1 units. Don't think I need to move this guy at all. If this army marches out and but I can't quite get to them, I could try and block their movement with the Necrotect. But we'll have to just wait and see. Alright, I'm losing public order here, but I'm going to have a second army start to recruit and just stand in the settlement, so I'm not concerned about this. Can't do any upgrades yet, building wise. I'm really just saving up for the Casket of Souls. I think the question is whether I demolish this for 1200. I've got a few more turns to the side, like I can't get this before 4 turns anyway, so... I think I just leave everything here. I imagine we're losing this turn, but that is fine. Okay. Go to raiding. Well, that doesn't do anything because my settlement's already besieged, but fair enough. Yeah, so here's this engagement. So they've built some combination of battering rams and towers to attack us. I don't think there's... Yeah, it's impossible for us to win this, even with the defenses. If I fought it manually, I might be able to do a bit more damage to some of their units. I don't think that really matters. I don't think it's a great use of time. I'll just auto-resolve and take the loss. Yeah, I did a fair amount of damage to them. Your defenders in the siege battle typically do pretty well in auto-resolve, like 100 kills on the archers. So they don't replenish, being a rebel army. So that does weaken them a little for the whenever we're actually fighting to retake the settlement. Yeah.
I am critic proof.
Alright, so our research came through, so we can now field a second army. Let's get that sorted out right away. Okay, discipline's a pretty good trait. These others are not great. We'll be able to get more guys making jars for us once I do the incantation again, boost the recruitment rank, but I don't think there's any reason to pick up someone other than Arkhan here. Like I explained before, Arkhan's... He gives good bonuses later in the game. He's a little weak early on, but not that weak. Like, he still has some magic, he's still a reasonable fighter. He has a defensive ability to help us take less damage. Let's get recruiting as fast as possible.
I will not disgrace my ancestors. What?
Okay, let's
is
see.
Unthinkable. Do you take me for a wazzock?
Let's look at this block army. Yeah, it costs a fair amount of gold, that's the problem. Like 10 turns worth of new income. Although, yeah, 45 gold is misleading. We're obviously making way more gold than that because of winning battles, but still it's not a small amount, and it only works half the time. Yeah, I don't think I want to use it. I think I'm just going to edge my way down here. Military presence 7. Okay, so they're rebuilding, but that's fine. So anywhere over here that actually gives better ambush success chance? No, it looks like it's just flat 40%. Where can these guys get to? Oh wow, they can force match out pretty far, huh? I really don't... Yeah, it's not that I care that this army's sitting here, the question is whether I can like set up a situation where I can take them out. Drawing this army out in force march could also be good, although I think this army is going to be... I imagine they've got some longbeards in this army, like some of the better units. Let's do this. Let's basically march to the edge of where that reinforcing army could possibly get to, and go back into ambush stance.
Strike on my command. Do not betray your king.
Keep an eye on the Bretonnians, but I know that it's going to take them a few turns to build up again. And yeah, I think...
What?
I don't think they're going to have anything stronger than the last time they came over. They do have a tier 3 settlement now though. You can see that all 4 of the building slots are available, or they've built something in them, but for whatever reason I don't think I think there's like a hard-coded limitation that this faction can't actually recruit anything good. Despite being called the Knights of the Flame, they don't actually make knights. The knights are like their lords, but that's it. The rest are peasants. Hero not move, that's fine. Ah, research. Okay. Yeah, so I think the only question here is whether I want to go for another hero. This just takes one turn, and then I can go for a second, like go for a third army with one of the Wisdom of the Dynasty techs. I think I probably should do that. So 3 more turns. So I'll be down to 2,500 gold.
They will feel the lash.
Yeah, I think another hero. I wouldn't mind having a hero just more or less parked up here. It does, like, even though the Bretonnians don't get better units, these guys, they do start to be able to field more armies, I'm pretty sure. They, like, if they build another income building, they might have 1.5 stacks or 2 full stacks instead of 1 full stack, and that's somewhat useful to know about. So I'm gonna go ahead, pay 1,000 gold, take a turn off getting my third army out, and have a second hero that's gonna mainly just scout this area. Otherwise, this is all looking fine. So this, yeah, I didn't fully explain this, but this rebel army just sits in this settlement now. Like, they didn't develop this. I don't have to worry about them making more armies or doing anything. Whereas if the dwarves took it, which was, I thought there's a good chance I would just have to concede it to the dwarves, honestly. But if the dwarves took it, then they'd build it up. Yeah, they'd be able to make full use out of it. Okay, let's see what the dwarf army does this turn. Population surplus. Okay, should also think about trying to get to tier 3 on Sorcerer's Islands just for the extra build slot. He's so starved for gold at the start of this campaign. Oh, he's walking back. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I guess he wasn't making any money raiding. Ooh! Oh, that's interesting. Arkhan picked up someone to improve public order, that's cool. Got an extra architect. Yeah, so this is not that. I was kind of surprised by this. So basically the dwarves just went to war with this faction who have these 2 territories. So I don't know. Again, there's some like weird thing in the game where I can see stuff like how many troops they have in the settlement, but I don't actually. I'm not in diplomatic contact with them. So I am totally fine with them distracting the dwarves for a bit. I guess the problem here is that the dwarves probably will take this out and actually get stronger themselves. Maybe they, maybe the Bretonnians bring in friends though. I don't know. Yeah, that's neat.
Advance.
Let's keep an eye on this guy.
Do you take me?
Definitely, if they leave this settlement undefended, even if I risk discovering the Lizardmen over here, I'm gonna be pretty tempted to come and just try and blow it up. Like, even if I just raise it and then backtrack, that sets them back so much. Makes them way less dangerous. Alright, so it's got a necrotect here. Alright, none of these traits are great. I might try going for another one next turn. Because these guys are just coming in at level 1, I can recruit and disband them, no problem. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm just using this guy as a scout, so because he's not going to have movement this turn, I may as well make use of the +1 public order. Just see if I have another. No, I only have 2 of these Highborn of Khemri followers. That's fine. So what am I doing with my army?
I am critic proof.
Yeah, I'm reluctant to, what's your presence? 18, jeez.
They will feel the lash.
I probably could retake my settlement, especially if I cheese the battle a little. The AI on siege defense is not very good, but again, like, I don't have the gold to develop it right now. It just doesn't do that much for me, which is why I didn't mind losing it in the first place. I really feel like I'd rather just make some more gold by raiding the Bretonnians. Send this guy out to scout. I am starting to get concerned about the Bretonnians having second armies at this point. If they don't have a second army, like if they're not coming out with 2 armies this time, they will be pretty soon for sure.
It is our
Yeah, you go up this way. Can you actually get far enough to get line of sight into Lashiek? Oh, you can. Awesome. Okay, that helps. So here's their faction leader again. And I can see what buildings they have. Nice. Oh, they built a tavern. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess they have more income from the upgraded port. But this doesn't do anything for them. Just public order. Yeah, maybe what I said about them being able to get 2 armies out isn't true again. That's fine. Okay, just recruiting more troops for Arkhan. Let's decide which of these techs to go for next. So for my 3rd army, I actually will want a new lord, and yeah, I've been pretty impressed with. I feel like this guy will be pretty good. The thing that's, I mean, I really like that +8 melee attack in the desert, and the range +10%. Those are really nice bonuses for either, like, obviously ranged or melee stuff. So let's do that. How far am I away from 100 canopic jars? 58, and I'm making only 5 each turn. Okay. Because this, yeah, if I had 100, I could take a turn out to grab a Tomb Prince. I might think about that. I'm not committed to doing this for 21 turns straight. I can work on it for like 5 turns and do something else and come back to it, and it doesn't reset the research, so I still have the option of doing one of the other ones. Alright. Just do a quick diplomacy check again.
Do you know who I am?
What?
Luther Arkhan.
Yeah. I think I want to see how this war goes with the dwarves and these Bretonnians without actually coming into contact with these Bretonnians, so I have to think about. I guess I just track the troop movements and like look at the power rating of the dwarves and try and capitalize if they end up taking a heavy defeat or something. Okay, next turn. I'm thinking that Bretonnian army is going to come down, but will it come down far enough for me to attack? Probably not, because they know I'm here. Ooh, okay. Oh, they are force marching down here though. I think they'll probably have stopped out of our range to attack them. So when you raid someone's territory, they know you're here. It's not. It's different from ambush dance in that respect. So the question is, what are they going to do next turn? Just see. Oh, they have more archers this time. That's interesting. I'm still not particularly concerned about it. Yeah, that's their only army for sure, based on the power ranking. So they can force march to here, in which case I just go attack them like I did twice before. I don't think they'll do that because I actually have troops here though. Or, like, what else could they do? They could come attack me.
Submit to your king.
But that's fine. If they come down to attack me, they're not going to have enough movement to get away from me. So if I can just retreat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is kind of a no-lose situation. Let's send the Necrotect this way. I do want the Lich Priest back in the army, like he's just way better at boosting my troops with his magic. So I'll have this Necrotect just stand over here. Okay, so they swapped their troops, and they recruited they're up to 28 or 29 units. So yeah, they got some more troops up here, but they haven't moved out yet. The Bretonnians have 11 soldiers or 11 units here. I feel like this is another. Actually, I was gonna say this is another Bretonnian faction that just gets kind of stuck on recruiting peasants, but not sure that's true. Like this is a major settlement, so they could get higher tier units if they wanted. Don't know how that works. It looks like there's a military. Yeah, what is this? A military alliance? Or it's at least a defensive alliance between these two factions, but the dwarves didn't get pulled into a war with them at the same time, so maybe they just signed it now or something.
They will feel the lash.
Okay, let's keep recruiting skeletons. And I think that's it.
Mortal fool.
Oh, I could move in raid stance, that's interesting. Do I want to do that? I don't think so. I think I'm in a good position here. They may wait until they have a second army, but hey, that's what we're doing, so that's no problem at all.
Serve me. Crack the lash.
Yeah, this guy's just hanging out down here, but that's fine. I'm not sure how far you have to go this way before it essentially gives like line of sight into this territory and makes me discover this faction, so that's why I'm not like pushing up here to try and scout more. I know I seem probably pretty paranoid about not discovering other factions, but
Art is
yeah, it's like once I get stronger,
wrath is
we will go and beat them up, but just not the time yet to be fighting more than 2 people. I think we're good. Oh, right, I was going to look for another trait on my Necrotect. Oh, we got another Scorpion cover. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, that's for sure better than whatever this guy had.
Sphinx.
So, let's disband you. Each time you recruit a hero, like it gives you basically another role on the traits.
Where are my slaves?
So we'll lose line of sight of him, but that's fine. I mean, there's only so much you can do, right?
My work suffer.
And I'll send my new Necrotect up to scout again next turn. Alright, let's go. We have to be a little careful of being ambushed by the Bretonnians. Like, if you lose... This is why I'm trying to use these heroes as scouts rather than just having them attached in the army. It's really valuable to see where the enemy's troops are, because they do sometimes try and set up ambushes. Yeah, well, it's good timing.
Desert gods bless me.
Okay, we've got an event here. Now that looks like a terrible combination. Worse public order to get better diplomatic relations. Diplomatic relations doesn't matter because I'm at war with everybody. Or I get growth and worse diplomatic relations. Yep. Alright, and they have military presence 1, so they've got another lord here who's going to start recruiting. I also managed to passively just gain a level up on these characters, which is really nice. So now I have Lightning Strike. That'll be good if there's a second Bretonnian army on its way. And continue just working up this part of the wizard's tree. Arkhan's up to 13 units, that's great.
Where are my slaves?
Alright, so it looks like I can't see where that army is, but it's fine.
Attend your king, slaves. Be gone.
So what happened over here? Looks like the dwarves are still... haven't really moved out with troops.
Sculptor and slave driver.
These guys haven't either. Yeah, you sometimes see this with the AI, like they'll declare war but not actually launch an attack for a while. No, catching up on the dwarves. That's really funny actually. I figured they'd be stronger than us. They might not have recruited too many of the Longbeards yet, because we're at rank 82, they're at rank 76, pretty close.
Machinations.
Now, I'm just trying to think about what to do with this army here. So if I
am but a
I don't really want to get ambushed. Ambushes are just... they can be a little awkward, like... that's kind of the only scenario where I'd end up possibly losing units I actually care about.
My great works unfinished.
So... I think there's a chance they come over to attack Sorcerer's Islands, but... what's the garrison here again? Yeah, 2 archers, cavalry, like 6 units plus 13. I am totally confident I can hold that.
Nehekara rises from the sands.
I feel like just... I don't want to be attacked in raiding... Yeah, so if I'm attacked in raiding stance, then I start the battle winded. Probably it's still fine, honestly. Could they force march all the way down to here? No, surely not. So they could attack me with one army, I think. I think they're kind of pressured to do something. Like, they're going to either make an attack here or here, whichever they judge to be more favourable.
The ultimate shrine.
Yeah, keep an eye on
I will
this
not
other
light my
guy
sword.
coming out. But I don't know. I feel like I don't really need to move. If they come to attack me, I have the choice of either withdrawing or standing and fighting. I think either's fine, and I can almost certainly win if I stand and fight. Oh, and I now, yeah, so I now can... And now I'm just short on gold to be able to get a second Casket of Souls. That makes me tempted to sell this building. Like, it's good if you get it to tier 3, because this unlocks a whole bunch more recruitment, including a Tomb Guard and extra archers. But this doesn't do much, and getting both of them is 10,000 gold, which is just too much. So let's demolish that. That gets us most of the way. That plus a victory will basically get us to the right and the second Casket of Souls, so let's just go for that.
Your advice.
I think this is probably a little conservative, but I actually decided I'm not going to keep raiding. I want to just go into ambush stance. I don't want to. If they come attack me, I don't want to start the battle in. I don't want to start the battle winded. It's probably overly conservative. Like, I imagine there's nothing good in their army again, and it's just more light cavalry. But
They will
just in
feel
case.
the lash.
Okay, hero not moved. That's you, but you're fine. You're just sticking there to scout. And yeah, let's go to next turn. Okay, so this looks like an attack on Sorcerer's Islands. Nope, just hanging out. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty clear what we're going to do about this guy. Arkhan has almost a full stack. Oh, that's so funny. Arkhan can't actually launch an attack here. Yeah, there's like... This is one weird thing about this land bridge is if the army stood literally right here, like if he was slightly further back, there'd be space for Arkhan to stand here and attack him, right? But because he stood here, I actually can't launch an attack from this side. I wonder... I think that means I probably can't support with Arkhan either. I'll just check anyway. Yeah.
I have risen. My dynasty.
Okay, so I don't get Arkhan to join this battle, but that's fine. This guy's recruiting.
I will not blight my soul.
It's a lot more cavalry archers. They're not on force march anymore.
Tomb King of Nehekar.
Actually, yeah, that's relevant because I might need Arkhan to actually like chase after them and fight them a second time. So
Attend.
yeah, sadly no way to get the Casket of Souls money before the battle. Second Casket of Souls would be really nice.
Your commission.
Probably should bring in the Necrotect in place of... Sure, it's just a spearman.
Submit to your king.
Walk over here.
The greatest artist. This is my commission. Legions rise. All shall perish.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 archers. Interesting. They actually have more archers than they do the guys with spears. Well, it should still be fine. We're not likely to have to fight another battle right after this. We've got Arkhan with a second full army of spearmen that I can I can switch in damage spearmen if I need to. So shouldn't be an issue. I think this might be the same map we had last time. Yep. Let's gamble, try and get a bit more magic. Yeah, generally I gamble if I start with less than 10, but that's just, there's no particular basis to that. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to just do the same thing as I did last time. Really looking forward to have a second Casket of Souls, just do so much more damage to them before they even get in close. Yeah, for some reason the terrain over here really like pulls around where the skeletons can deploy. Not that I particularly want this unit to be skewed like that, but I think it's fine. Like, oh, camera's being weird. Yeah, I think I'll stick the Tomb Scorpion over here, cover this flank again, just make sure he's on guard and doesn't get too, doesn't end up like running into the middle of the Bretonnian army. Alright, then we've got these 3 units to be the other flank, or the other part of the spear wall. Looks fine. Okay, and this Neck Protect doesn't have the ability to heal the Scorpion yet, but I think I'll stick him on this side anyway. He's a better fighter than the Lich Priest. The Lich Priest is the one we really don't want involved in any melee fighting. He's really a typical, like, wizard, keep him off the front lines, casting magic sort of thing. Alright, looks good. So yeah, we're 4 units of archers now. Should be able to focus down their missile units pretty effectively. They're sending their archers forward without moving up their melee cavalry. That's weird. I mean, they're just attacking piecemeal, right? Don't think this is a good idea for them. Well, not complaining. Archers getting in range. Use the defensive boost on that unit. You guys really not in range? Oh, that's annoying. Well. I am pretty sure that they do not win on this exchange, even with not all of our missile units able to fire. Like, the Casket of Souls just gets 3 shots here, right? This unit's just about broken already. Yeah, the gun. Alright, let's break these guys. Taking damage on this skeleton unit, but doesn't really matter, honestly. I could move my spear line up right, but then they'll just retreat. Like, I know that that's not... There's, like, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're better off just holding this defensive position. Okay, so now their melee cavalry's coming in. Not really concerned about that. So maybe just do what I did last battle, pull these ghouls back, actually stick them up here. Alright, gotta be a bit careful of these archers, they're getting out of position. Pull them behind the spear wall again. I think this... Yeah, I think the skeleton unit's taking enough damage, I should try and pull it back. Oops. Yeah, their army is definitely annoying with more archers than melee cavalry. That is certainly true. But I think we're still just doing fine here. We're trying to focus fire on their archers, but maybe I want to just... This looks like too good an opportunity to shoot the Casket of Souls into that big clump of cavalry. Get the Crypt Ghouls in there as well. Okay, Tomb Scorpion's taking a bit too much damage, try and pull him out. Alright, here's our attack on this flank, which I think we can deal with pretty easily. Yeah, just try to avoid having the Tomb Scorpion take too much damage. They don't have much of a melee stuff on this flank, so I think I'm fine to just break up the spear formation a bit. Send Tomb King this way. Yeah, formation's getting a little broken up, but I don't think my archers or casket are in much danger here. Maybe put this protection down over here. Okay, got you shoved to, that's good. Definitely took more casualties this time. Should think maybe a little harder about trying to deploy differently against their, you know, if they are going to come in with more missile weapons, missile troops, but we're still just fine. No units got wiped out. Hopefully get another cast in to just heal a little. We're not going to catch the general, are we? Oh wait. Yes we are. Or maybe we are. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Alright, everyone go after him. If we can get him stuck in a big blob of skeletons, it might actually give us time to recharge and get some extra healing done. We also get more gold for actually killing him. So I'm assuming he's not making it out of this blob. It doesn't look like it. Casket of Souls did its job as usual. Alright, let's start doing some healing. Getting back 1 magic every 33 seconds? Okay. Let's not have the Tomb King actually do that fighting. Or the Neck Protect. Let's just use our low attack melee units so we last a bit longer and we get more magic. It's not going to make a huge difference, it's just, you know, if we're going to try and follow up and fight them a second time this turn, which I want to do, then being a little stronger helps. Oh wait, you're not going to let him get out, are you? Come on guys, oh my goodness. Okay. Well, he's going to be very low health in the next battle. Another close victory. Yeah, I think that time we just took a bit too much damage for it to be decisive. I think I probably should have... yeah. I think one thing I should have done is when their archers were in range of my spearmen, but my archers weren't in range of their archers, I should have just moved my spearmen up a little, moved the archers up a little, and started like focusing down one unit at a time. I took some extra damage at the beginning for no reason, basically. Alright, definitely going for extra gold here. We did a lot of damage to them though, like we did wipe out a lot of their melee units. Oh wow, we totally wiped them out. Okay, I guess he just had nowhere to retreat. Alright, well that works for me. Huh. Nice. And we picked up plus 10% campaign troop movement. Really good. Alright, and we also have enough money to do this right, which is excellent.
Arkhan the Black. Obey me.
Wonder...
Submit.
Can I get back here? Yeah, I can. I think I might do that for extra replenishment.
Is it hot?
Should think about how I want to set my armies up now. I've got two of them. I mean, the basic choice is whether I split my strong units at all, or I just keep my strong units on my main army and basically have Arkhan's army be totally expendable.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards doing that actually. Alright, let's go back to Sorcerer's Island just for this turn. Level this guy up. Oh, I probably should have had him leave the army and go scout up this way, but that's fine. We can stand over here. Actually, can we make it into their territory and raid? Not quite. Nah.
My master will return.
No, okay. Definitely don't want to be raiding our own territory, that doesn't really make sense.
They are trapped. My great works unfinished. Move, my creations.
Alright, we'll see if... I don't think they're going to recruit enough to be able to, or inclined to start heading out next turn, but just in case, Arkhan will be here. I think because he has a free army slot, I will actually recruit the Cavern of Souls onto him, and then I can decide to put both in the one army next turn or whenever. So now I can recruit units with 3 experience, which is free to do, so I should do it. Yeah, I don't need Arkhan in I don't need Arkhan in ambush stance this turn, thinking about it. Let's just... Alright, we're definitely recruiting one skeleton here. Let's get a second one. This one's only got 2 chevrons, so upgrade. And use our last recruit slot for Arkhan like this. I don't really want to hold up progress, you know, moving out or whatever to just replace skeletons with slightly more experienced ones, but since I'm waiting on this army to heal for a turn anyway, I think it's fine. How are things going up this way? It looks like there hasn't been any change. Nah. Alright, so I have a building slot open here. Could go for a little extra income. I actually have enough, yeah, I have the population surplus to upgrade this, which costs 3,200. So it's going to take me a little while to get up there, winning a few more battles, so I think I'll just go for the slight extra income. Like I said before, this one pays for itself pretty quickly. And boosting campaign movement rate even more is not bad either.
The greatest artist.
Closing in on 100 canopic jars, it's going to take 6 more turns. But yeah, I think this is all for this turn. I have the choice to try and use my 2 armies to retake my capital now, which I think I'll do that if I'm sure the Bretonnians won't immediately attack me afterwards. And if it looks like the dwarves are busy. Yeah, so this mission failed. We weren't going to get over and do that. That's fine. Got a mission to defeat this guy's army in battle. Yeah, honestly these bonuses are pretty minor, so I don't want to be like, you don't want to be too distracted by these missions.
More slaves. I need
Level up on
more.
this guy. Okay. Yeah, second point in increased mobility. I'm using him as a scout for now, but I imagine I'll end up putting him in an army at some point later. So, what's the plan? Oh, Bretonnian's up to a full stack again. Man, they recruit so quickly. Oh, and the dwarves have... I didn't see that before. The dwarves actually have a second army in the back here recruiting too. Interesting. I think I'm going to... This public order here, like, not great. Yeah, I've got the potential extra revolt to deal with here if I don't leave one of my armies in the settlement. I definitely want to start raiding the Bretonnians again. It's basically free money. This army's effectively at full strength again. Well, not quite, but... Let's move over this way and start raiding. I should have probably scouted with this hero first, but since I was going to do it anyway, that's fine. Okay, so there's their new army. And I can stand over here and just go into ambush stance. See if I can bait the next Bretonnian army down. I really want to fight and kill them as fast as possible, just from the point of view of getting more gold. If I can do that and they're completely out of troops again, I think I'll launch an attack back to try and recapture this and then look at the dwarves, but I have to just wait and see.
They will feel the lash.
This kind of combination is often like a good trap the AI falls for. Like, you've got one weak army that the AI thinks they can take out, and then they either don't see your ambushes and they completely get wrecked, or they do see your ambush but it's kind of too late and they've walked halfway over and now you can just attack them on your turn. Alright. Wonder if he's actually out of range of our army here. No, it doesn't look like he is. Okay, got an event here. Get to choose between construction for infrastructure, construction of advanced military. If I remember correctly, none of the buildings we're building currently for military are advanced military. They count as basic military, so I think I just go for this one. Yeah, we can actually hit that army. That's funny. So they thought they were moving far enough away to be out of our range, but they were wrong.
You are not him.
So I think I can even get Arkhan in as reinforcements, get extra experience.
Where are my slaves?
I will not blight my soul.
Traversing.
I must keep my holy vow.
You do sometimes get a bit more intel on armies if you get a hero close to them, but it doesn't look like we're getting that this time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say no to a free Bretonnian army. Let's just make absolutely sure.
Submit to your king.
Yeah, I can definitely reach them, and they're on force march. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. They're reinforced by the settlement. Huh. I should make sure I've got that right. Yeah, you see that yellow arrow. I didn't realize they could even get... Yeah, I guess they are just on the edge of the... Just on the border there. Hmm. Well, that's... interesting. I still don't want to take the settlement. I still don't want to get into contact with these people because the dwarves are at war with someone else. I'm right now. I'm looking to just beat up the Bretonnian armies, but I'm looking in terms of actually expansion to come down this way. These are both major settlements, right? Like taking and holding these is so valuable. These are all minor settlements, and once again, there's just multiple factions of Bretonnians who will make my life more difficult. So I think I'm just gonna. I don't want to actually. Even though I could kind of bait the garrison out and possibly take the town, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to attack with one army and lightning strike them, so I only fight this army and just wipe them out. And not bother bringing in Arkhan's army, have him stay down here. So I've got to level up this guy. I think I just want to go for the extra winds of magic. I don't really need this spell. I especially don't need it against cavalry. It's just not that... It's effective against tight infantry formations, but that's pretty much it. Should actually check... Yeah, this is level 10. Okay, because that gives a permanent boost to Lord Recruit rank, which is really good. I can't quite get it yet. Just thinking about switching troops around at all. Sometimes if you change troops between armies, even if they're standing close together, you do end up losing a bit of movement. So I don't want to end up in a situation where I somehow can't quite reach this guy. So yeah, let's just span this skeleton, head up here, get the necrotect into the army.
Stride to greatness. My great works, great arms, refreshes all.
Yep, got enough movement for this. And lightning strike will start the reinforcements. Yeah, it's as usual, tier 3 Bretonnian garrison. So lightning strike makes it so that I wouldn't get reinforcements in, which is why I didn't bother bringing in Arkhan, but they don't get reinforcements either. So it's just like yet another battle against the light cavalry army on force march.
Rise, my legions.
Alright, we get to deploy on the other side of this map for a change though, or it's a different map even, I'm not sure. Oh, we get a nice elevation also. Yeah, I kind of like... Oh, we could deploy on the top here in a little... Just make a little semicircle. Camera angle is going to be annoying. You have issues with the camera when like you're trying to navigate over the raised terrain. Maybe I won't bother being as fancy as that. Could just deploy over this side. With the side of the rock on one flank. Or could deploy down here. Just corner camp. Let's try this side of the rock. See how it works out. I know I've fought a bunch of these battles that are pretty similar and repetitive, but obviously still need to be a little careful, not get careless. So let's see, how far up can I move them? Only up to there, okay. I'm always a bit suspicious of these gaps. It looks like regular sand, but it's saying I can't deploy there. I feel like just sticking the Tomb Scorpion this way.
Rise, my statues!
Just to make sure no one squeezes around that way. Or if they do, they get to fight the Scorpion. Nah, I can't quite get him where I want, but it's fine. Alright, these 3 units. Looks good. Keep the crit rules in the back. And Wizard goes over here. I'll stick Necrotect up this way. Lord can go in the front. And yeah, it looks good. So I have to remember they're on force march again, which means I just have to route the army to kill them all. Yeah, let's go. It really doesn't look like I actually can move up this way. Okay, not quite in range for Casket of Souls, so just speed it up a little. At least they have the courtesy to come attack us rather than make us wander halfway over there and start shooting at them to provoke an attack or whatever. Work on this unit. Actually, I want to keep this slightly damaged unit back. I'm kind of... If I'm going to be trying to make a move down to retake my capital as soon as possible, I don't want to... It's kind of an argument against taking too much damage this fight. Alright, let's get ready for the buff for the archers. Yeah. And they're focusing on this unit, so let's shield it. Getting into melee. The Lord's over this side, that's fine. Got 4 units coming this way. Nope, maybe not. Let's focus fire on their archers. Get the Tomb Scorpion into the fight. The focus fire is so effective at just breaking these units. Our archers, yeah, so the Tombkin archers are not bad. They don't have much armor piercing, which is definitely a downside, but early on they're totally fine. Maybe should have used that protection for the crypt ghouls over here, but I think it's probably still fine. Yeah, there's not much fight left in them. Let's get rid of this unit. Everything looks fine over here. Just leave my archers to fire whatever they want at this point. Chase after these guys. Guess not. Take out this unit. I know the Lich Priest is not really, like I was saying, it's not really meant for fighting, but it's kind of, provided he's just here boosting leadership on these ghouls. It's fine. He's not gonna, yeah, he's not in any danger from the Mounted Yeoman. Don't really want to waste my arrows firing at this lord though, I'm gonna hit my own troops. Alright, broke everyone over here, good. Just... I think they just suffered the armor loss penalty, yeah. Alright, we're not going to catch their lord, but it doesn't matter. Get another couple spells down to do a little healing. This is another battle where I feel like this was not close at all, but the game will probably come back and be like, yep, close victory again. Hope to get one more spell off here. Yeah. Ah, decisive victory. There we go. So now the Bretonnians have absolutely nothing, and it's going to take them like 3 turns, 2 turns to build another army, 3rd turn to move out towards Sorcerer's Islands. So I think the next step is to go as fast as possible down towards my capital and aim to retake it. Getting extra movement range will help with that. Yeah, I could go for the jars, but I think the gold and the temporary movement range is actually better.
Defend your king, slaves.
Great. Alright, that all went really well.
Curse the sun.
So, how am I leveling up my lord now? I don't think I need to go further up this end of the tree. This boosts income from, yeah, like it says, looting, sacking, post-battle loot, but that's not really where we make our money anyway. Like the option to get the extra gold and temporary movement rate does not count as post-battle loot, so it doesn't even get boosted by this. And this last skill, yeah, more campaign movement range, I've already got plenty of that. More recruit rank, we're not recruiting anything very good, so it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I think... Let's just check up here. Public order -4, enemy local province, don't need that. Charge bonus, physical resistance, I mean that's fine, I don't really need it. When do we get these mounts? So level 10 for Chariot, level 14 for War Sphinx. Probably just hold up for the War Sphinx. These are at level 10, okay, so that's next turn. So I think I want to just go along this side and probably... Well, I could decide which... Like, this line basically boosts troops in your army, so you get to choose which sort of troops you want your lord to be best at commanding. But I can decide that over the next couple of battles. This guy's got level 3.
I have my suspicions.
So I'll give him Restore, so that next time he's in the army he can heal up the Scorpion.
Victory in undeath.
Still haven't met the Chevaliers de Lyonesse, which is really good.
Only
Yeah,
the
they're
brave
completely out of
companions
troops.
old could hope.
Summon them.
So leave this guy up here
Move, my creation.
and just force march down south with this army. I know that, you know, obviously you don't want to get caught in force march, but I know for sure that there's nothing that's going to come attack us this turn. Arkhan can't take the capital back on his own, so I'll just have him wait up here for the second army, go into raids down to make more gold off the Bretonnians. Okay, building wise, with that extra gold, can we do anything? We can upgrade this. So that costs close to 700 and only provides an extra plus 50 over what we're getting now. So that'll take 14 turns to break back, to like get back. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. I'd rather just save up to try and get this upgraded to tier 3 and then open up this other building slot and get more unit recruitment, I think. They still have this tavern. I found it really funny. Like, it's such a bad choice for a single, when you've only got a single settlement in your faction, it's like totally unnecessary, but yeah, so they're still only able to recruit mounted yeomen.
The ultimate shrine.
Okay. And okay, so the dwarves have a hero now, which I think means they got to tier
Not some smith.
Actually, I'm not sure where this thing came from. Yeah, unlocks hero recruitment thing. Yeah, so he came from this building. So he might come here and try and wound my Necrotech, which is a little annoying, but I don't think it's a big deal. The other annoying thing about enemy heroes is they're good at trying to like break up or spot your ambushes, so they sometimes follow your armies around trying to do that, but
The realm of souls fills with my foes.
okay, let's look at this public order here. So if I force march down here,
Touched as my bones.
then attack the next turn. Actually, it'll be fine if I have a revolt that turn, right? Because I'll be right here to deal with it. It'll spawn here again if I control this settlement. So that's all good.
Arkhan the Black. You are not
Yeah, while I remember, let's swap out. I want to have both caskets on the one army, I think. Also take this opportunity to switch out, I think, 2 of these ghouls. Yeah.
patience. We have it.
Oh, that leaves me about enough movement to raid. Okay. Well, the raiding can would be nice, but it's no big deal. It's fine.
More slaves. I need more.
Bit concerned about what the dwarves are going to do, even though they just went to war with the people up here. I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to still just focus on me. I don't know how strong these guys are. They might actually be at war with someone else.
I alone shall restore Nehek.
Alright, I think that's it. Let's move on. Yeah, there goes that Thane. Didn't attempt to wound our Necrotech, that's nice of him.
I am critic proof.
Savage Blow. Charge bonus plus 20 for all armies of all factions. Alright. Fair enough.
Is it hot? Creator.
I am a lord.
Started
of
recruiting
Breton.
here again,
Never.
but we've got our guy to keep an eye on him, and
Undead loyalty.
yes, they recruit super fast, but like there's still limits.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
Get to make our way down here.
Tomb King of Nehekara. Kill these wretches.
Yeah, the fact this isn't our territory means we don't get to replenish troops, but honestly, like the troops we need for the siege are
Challenge here.
artillery, missile units. you know, we're not going to have to, like, we can just send in Arkhan's spearmen if we need to do a, go in. How far does Arkhan have to move? He probably only has to move here. Yeah, he can move here and then just recruit more troops. Dwarves might come over here and start trying to... Oh, and I can't recruit troops. It's not because I don't own this province. Yeah, duh. I could force march to get closer, but there's no need. Like, I lose all my movement when I take the settlement anyway. Yeah, none of all the dwarves are... The dwarves can't get over and attack here. I guess I could force march Arkhan. Might be useful to have more movement on him next turn. Sure.
I will not disgrace my ancestors. Sirs, attend. The ultimate shrine.
Alright, you're still there just scouting. And you'll still get there just scouting too, that's fine. Yeah, both Necrotex. They're both Scorpion Carvers. I think Sphinx Carver is the only trait that's better long term. The Sphinx units are super powerful, and that gives us basically like an extra free one, but we can't recruit them yet anyway, so I'm totally happy just keeping these Necrotex. So this is going to go down to 90, and then we're going to take the settlement. We might get a revolt. Actually, let's just think about this. So what's the worst case scenario here? The dwarves decide to move out, or the dwarves let us attack this, maybe take some losses, then move out, and I get a revolt the same turn. Yeah, that would kind of suck. So I think I can avoid that. If I don't tax the province this turn, I only lose 8 public order, and I more or less, like, you take a public order penalty for taking over the settlement, but I'll basically get that back for having a... I'll get a +10 for having my army actually in the settlement next turn. So this 95 income really isn't important. I think I should have actually thought about doing this earlier in the game too, but definitely let's try to avoid having a revolt the same turn as the dwarves might come in.
They will feel the lash.
Anything else I can do? Not really. I think we're good.
I will parley with those who serve the great necromancer.
Okay, how do we get in touch with these guys? That's so bizarre. Well, I guess we're going to have to go to war with them on the next turn now we discovered them. So that they want money to join war against the Awakened. And they're already at war with the Dark Elves. No, I don't care. We're going to end up going to war with these guys, but I think there's enough fighting over on this side of the ocean that, like, I don't want to pay money. Like, yes, I'd rather they be at war with the Awakened, but actually, I'm really confused by this. Yeah, so I did not discover them last turn. I was just concerned for a second there that somehow I came in contact with them and forgot to declare war on them, but they somehow contacted me with that offer without meeting me. That's funny. Yeah, don't understand how that happened. Yeah, here come the dwarves. Alright, so he stood right there, let me not forget about that. Oh, we discovered him anyway, good. So what's he got in his army? Yeah, Longbeard, so this is a way scarier army than the army we fought earlier in the game. Way scarier. And this army can force march in to reinforce. Man. But that's only 10 units.
Stop that.
Yeah, they've positioned themselves in a really annoying... the way they've positioned themselves is really annoying here because... if I take my settlement,
I am sculptor and
they can launch an attack with this army while having this army force marched in to back them up.
absolute power.
I have no time.
They've also got missile units, which is scary. Like, I think the Quarrelers are way more dangerous than the tier 1 units, and they've definitely got a bunch of them. We don't have anything that's that good against their missile units. Like, we don't have chariots, or our heroes don't have chariots yet.
This is forbidden.
Yeah, it's a tough decision.
Your advice.
So one problem I have here, right, is that if I don't take this back, then I'm not in friendly territory here, and I just...
He's my patron.
like, I don't get replenishment, I can't fight a series of battles here. I could go in... yeah, so I'd have to go into this stance to get replenishment. Turnians are starting to build back up, but that's not an issue. That's not an issue right now. That could this could become an issue pretty soon again, though. Okay, I think I have a plan. Or something to try. I think I'm going to try blocking this army. Oh, it only works 34% of the time. That sucks. So if I blocked his army, he would not be able to lay siege to the city next turn. I could try and block this army.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
I think walking over here will get me contact with the Lisman, though.
They will feel the lash.
Is it worth taking?
You what?
Maybe it's worth taking the 1 in 3. I mean, I'm basically trying to decide, like, one option is to do what I planned, try and take the city back. I'm confident I can do that with my archers and artillery.
I am sculptor.
They have some artillery too, which is not ideal,
I am critic proof.
but we outrange them with the Casket of Souls, and we can... yeah, artillery defending a settlement, the AI doesn't use it super well. I'm not too concerned about it. I think it's not going to be that easy of a battle, though. I think we're going to have to get in there and probably lose a bunch of infantry. So I just don't... I'm going to be vulnerable for like one end turn, right, where I haven't replenished yet. And that's the turn the dwarves could come attack me. So my other option would be to try and maybe attack this army right now. They've got another stack.
What?
Wow.
Is unthinkable.
So yeah, military presence 15, so that means they've got 30 units between these two settlements. So they've got 20 units here, plus the 10 I can see here. Jeez. So they're able to basically just, like, hold off whatever the Bretonnians would do and send solid armies against
I
me.
have no time for this.
Hmm.
My great work unfinished.
If this succeeds, then I go for my capital for sure. But if it fails, I just kind of lose 400 gold, and that sucks. Yeah, I don't think I want to try that. Let's save the gold.
They will feel the lash.
I'm going to make this attack. I'm actually not sure this is the best decision. At the very least, if I lose a lot of troops in the battle, at the very least what I can do is have them outside the settlement. And the settlement still has walls. They will be damaged, but the dwarves are unlikely to lay siege and then... yeah, sorry. What I'm trying to say is I could make it so that my army wouldn't be trapped in the city.
Your king demands. Attack and destroy.
Doesn't give us great odds for this fight, but I'm fine with that. Like, yeah, they don't have missile units except the catapults. We do need to be careful of those, but the rest is just a bunch of units that we can do a ton of damage to with our artillery. So continue the siege. Bring in Arkhan, not on force march. Yeah, I left enough space, movement rate to go into this stance too, that's good.
All shall perish. Shatter their bones.
I barely got any balance of power from Arkhan's stack of crappy skeletons, that's funny. Yeah, let's do it.
Battle for the Creator God.
Don't think the settlement's too difficult to attack. We're basically going to try and attack from this corner. Or actually, we'll look at where the towers are damaged. Looks like all the towers are still intact, but there's breaches in the walls over here. I think these... I can't remember the angle that these towers can shoot at, but... Our reinforcements are coming in up this way. Okay, that's fine. Let's deploy down here. So this is the first battle where we're on the offense, right? Like we're not taking a defensive position, we have to get in there and take them out. So it should at least be pretty different, like a change up from the fights we've had before. Just deploy this to start with, and am I in range of these towers? Not quite. Okay, I do need to move forward then. Yeah. Probably need to take out at least one of these towers, if not both. Maybe just try... Let's just try going for one. If I only have to take out one tower, it just leaves... It's just so much better because... It leaves me so much more ammo for firing on their actual army. I think if I stand over here... I think the range of this tower... Oh, this tower's already damaged. Oh, so are these. Huh, maybe I just take out these two towers and attack here. Right? Let's check this side. And those are full health. The issue with the towers is that they don't do a ton of damage, but it builds up over time, and it sort of just wastes our ammo if we have to fire at them a lot. But I'm looking at these two, like they have only a little over half a normal tower health between them, so let's just deploy right here and take those out. My reinforcement army might get shot by some towers coming in, but it's just like a mass of skeletons. It's not a big deal. Yeah, let's start with this tower. I want them off fire at will because I want to manually control what they're shooting at in this battle for sure. Don't want them wasting any ammo. Archers here. If the archers... Oh, sorry. If the spearmen get shot up a bit, it doesn't matter too much. I think this tower's... Yeah, we're going to be in range of both these towers. Actually, we're going to be in range of this tower too. Let's just... maybe move over like this. I'm not sure how exactly what the tower arcs look like. I might have to readjust after the start of the battle to try and avoid taking unnecessary damage. I will put all my single entities at the front because they do not take much damage from tower fire. Okay, let's go. Start with this tower. They've not actually... Okay, they've put troops... No, they haven't put troops on any of those towers yet. Okay, they've just put troops behind for this one and this one. Okay, that's fine. They're shooting at my single entities, that's perfect. We need to come around this way. So yeah, I think just get over here. We should have taken that out. Oh, what? What are you guys doing? You're not firing. Yeah, there's sometimes a really annoying bug you can get with the artillery in battles where they seem to lose line of sight sometimes, and I'm getting it here, which is really irritating. Yeah.
No slaves. Attack now. Solwyn.
Alright.
The cult agrees.
It's so bad if they're not able to fire properly.
Behold your death.
I'll try this. I'm not going to try this much longer. I mean, not that we're really taking any damage here, but actually, yeah, I'm not taking damage there either. What are you shooting at? You actually shoot the tower? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, geez, that bug's so annoying. It's really bothering me because I'm so reliant on my artillery. If they have a line of sight bug where they can't target properly, it's not good. Alright, this is a whole mess of skeletons, but they haven't got troops activating the towers on this flank, so it's fine. Does this Cascade of Souls feel like firing anything yet? It does not. Alright. I might have to put it onto fire at will and just hope it shoots something worthwhile. Can we even... Yeah, this angle's not great even for hitting units behind here, is it? Alright, I'm gonna put this on fire at will and just as a test to see if it can actually shoot anything. Let's try and move it here so it can see through this gap. We are on a time limit here, but we've got an hour, so if necessary, I mean obviously I don't want the battle to just drag out for ages, waste a lot of time, but if necessary, we can play this pretty slowly. The catapults are on the back, okay. Yeah, I've just got to be careful of them when I move my archers up to start shooting at these guys. And I didn't take the area of effect magic spell with this Lich Priest. I guess somehow I guess I thought I'd get another level up before this fight, but didn't. Jeez, what are these formations? CJIs leaves a lot to be desired. Alright, can you shoot anybody from here? Yes, alright, good. You can shoot these guys. Yes. No. Alright, we killed a bunch of people, or skeletons at least, so I'll take that. Oh, that's actually working really well. I was concerned that they'd end up clipping on the wall, but nah, this is great. Alright, shoot these people, please. Okay, and they're firing too. Ah. Good. Bring these guys up here. Let's make sure I'm shooting at the valuable targets. Nah, they're just all spearmen. Or skeletons. Okay, is that tower? Oh, we're kind of just passively dealing damage to that tower too, that's good. It's just going to end up dying. Oh, but we've got in range of... Okay, they've brought a catapult up, that's interesting. Doesn't seem to be doing much damage to the Cascade of Souls though. I will move my infantry back, just because they're really vulnerable to the catapult fire. So yeah, these skulls are the Screamer Skull catapults. But they're anti-infantry mainly, so I'm like, it's taking a tiny bit of damage, but not really anything. I'm quite happy for the catapult to waste its ammo on us. Well, these guys are just lining up to get dunked on. Fine by me. How's this one doing for kills? Not amazing. Yeah, having some issues with clipping the terrain. I've got so much magic, I'm just going to start spamming like this cheap spell to get a little healing on this. I'm not concerned about it getting badly damaged, but just so I don't have to waste a lot of time into the fight trying to heal. Alright, how are we doing? Yeah, this looks good. We've almost wiped out this unit. In fact, there's 3 units here that have all taken a lot of damage. So where are their strong units? They've got Nekahara warriors somewhere. Yeah, here they are. Okay. So we want to shoot these guys. We don't want to fight them in melee with our skeletons. Then I've got cavalry. Yeah, we can try and shoot the cavalry too, I think. Oh, what is this unit doing? This is the first time in a long time I've had trouble with this line of sight stuff in battle, or in a siege battle. It's actually taking a bit more damage now. Yeah, I mean, in theory we shouldn't have to be anywhere near this close, like we have plenty of range. But it was just glitching out before. Oops, sorry about that, just hit the mic by mistake. Alright, the catapults coming up? Yeah, maybe they are. Not sure. Alright, please shoot at something. Thank you. Is it actually hitting? Yeah, it's not bad. The plan here is basically just to soften them up with artillery. We've used like most of our armor at this point, but then I'll send my archers in. Or I might send in... Yeah, maybe I should actually send up... I'll send up the Tomb Scorpion to try and draw the ammo from the Screaming Skull catapults. They're, the thing we just want to avoid is having our archers hit by the Screaming Skull. Like, we could just take a ton of casualties from that. So I'd rather waste their ammo with the Tomb Scorpion. Hidden foes, huh? Oh, that's the Sepulchral Stalkers. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I forgot about them. I don't think they're going to be too scary. Yeah, I'm not concerned at all about the Tomb Scorpion taking a bit of damage. Alright, that unit's not worth aiming at now. See if we can aim for a unit back here. Yeah, that looks good. Or pretty good anyway. How much ammo do these things have? Are they all firing? Yeah, they are. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a cheesy trick, exploiting the fact that the AI will fire at units within range even if it's very ineffective. I guess I can actually dodge these shots probably. I don't really like exploiting it too much in open battles, it gets a little tiresome, but with the situation being as it is, I really like with the dwarves able to come fight us. I do not want to take damage from my archers, and I'm not willing to just like parade them up and take screaming skull shots on them. So it's either on the Scorpion or on one of my other characters. Let's actually get Arkhan in here. Arkhan's probably like the best character to tank those shots, actually, thinking about it. Oh wait, let's not shoot those. Yeah, shoot the spearmen. Because Arkhan's got just as much armor as the Tomb Scorpion. Not as much health, but that's fine. But he's also like he's even smaller and harder to hit, right? Yeah, we've done a lot of damage to them. I'm confident that we're going to be able to go in and finish them off without taking too many casualties.
Take the black. Forward.
Let's get the archers ready to move on up. No, you should not be moving. Alright, that's the last ammo. Okay, so I got, yeah, over 500 kills in total. That's not bad. I'm fine with this. Yeah, I think Arkhan's gonna basically take no damage from those catapults. Not even hitting him. That's one thing that getting experience chevrons on your artillery does, is it does make them more accurate. I didn't realise that at first, but then, yeah, I read it or heard it somewhere. I mean, it makes sense, like, improving leadership and melee skills of artillery crews would be pretty pointless if that's all experience did, so it's good it boosts it boosts them at what they're supposed to actually be doing. Alright, let's just speed this up. I don't know why the AI wastes ammo on units the artillery is so ineffective against. I guess they're doing a bit more damage now, but still. Like, obviously they should just be, because we've got so much infantry in our army, and they can see that, they should just wait until the infantry are range, ideally, but... Alright, is that all the ammo? Not quite. Okay, that's all the ammo. Great. So now the archers go up. So let's see what we want to shoot the archers. I think for sure we want to shoot these Nekahara warriors. So let's start with that. The great thing about the archers is they can actually angle shots over the terrain. Let's go down to normal speed. I'll keep Arkhan here. He has this shield ability that he can use 3 times that I might need to throw down in case something happens here. I don't think they're likely to come sally out. They have got some missile units, but they're pretty short range. Should just keep spamming cheap spells to heal Arkhan and the Tomb Scorpion. Alright, can we actually hit the Nekahara warriors? Yeah, apparently we can. Let's just see how accurate these missiles are. Against a static target, they're usually pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And none of them are hitting the like hitting the wall. That's pretty much perfect. Yeah, their army has no missile weapons, and again, the AI, the AI in sieges is just really goofy. Like, it doesn't really know what to do. I mean, it's tricky, right? Because you can imagine a player could easily exploit AI if it was too quick to sally out or whatever, but at the same time, I kind of feel like... Go back over there. Yeah, I kind of feel like it just sits here and dies too much. I think I'll just completely wipe that army out. We'll still have like 2/3 of our armor left. Oh, horsemen are moving forward and getting hit by stray arrows too. It's pretty good. Alright, they repositioned slightly, so I'm not sure we have a good shot anymore. What else can we hit over here? So the sepulchral stalkers are these like snake... Are they riding snakes, or are they just the snakes themselves? No, they're the snakes themselves. They're like... They've got missile attacks as well. They're anti-large though, so our spearmen should actually do okay against them, even though they're a higher tier unit. So yeah, our single entities, like our heroes, lords, and spearmen should do absolutely fine. I don't think they have any scary units left. Like the Screaming Skull catapults were the scary ones. They've got this cavalry, but it's not heavily armored. Like it's just getting absolutely destroyed by the archers. Alright, sorry this battle's a bit boring. Oops. Alright, completely wiped that unit out. Let's go for... what next? Spearmen. I don't really want to shoot the skeletons if possible because they have shields. See if I can shoot their snake unit. Yes, I can. Yeah, so these arrows, if these arrows miss the unit I'm aiming at, they're just going to hit something else that's in there, so... Let's see how this works out. They've got lots of armor. I did just kill one of them. Yeah, they're going to go down to... 12, 11... So this is the enemy Tomb King, so their lord. He's definitely going to be the strongest one to... or like the strongest enemy. Alright, wiped out that unit. Awesome. Yeah, I think at this point I do have to just waste arrows on skeletons, but so be it. Yeah, almost out of ammo. I guess I could have been using magic to boost my archers, but I kind of want to just save Winds of Magic and spam the cheap spell, the one that just costs 3 Winds of Magic over and over again to maximize healing. Alright. Yeah, try and get another few kills on the Nekahara warriors. You guys are done. Start bringing up the infantry. This unit is having trouble getting in the right place, but it's fine. Yeah, there's hardly any of them left, doesn't really matter. Alright, so who's going in first? I think we just basically put our strongest units in, except they're going to take a little damage and not lose too much sleep over it. So, Tomb King... I suppose I should have actually been knocking down the gates while I was waiting. Yeah, they're kind of knocked down already. The fact that it already said victories in our grasp is a pretty good sign in terms of how much of the enemy force we have to kill before they disintegrate. Yes, Arkhan and the Tomb King are just there, like, smacking the gate. Oh, I'm clipping through it apparently. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there's another unit of Nekahara warriors. Alright. And there's another unit of Sepulchral Stalkers. Huh. Might not be quite as easy as I thought. Should still be okay. Oh, these guys have got up on this tower. I definitely don't want them to be able to fire that, so I'm willing to spend a unit just sticking it up on the wall to stop them. Alright, you guys back out. Yeah, they're getting shot by the Sepulchral Stalkers, but... definitely want to get the Tomb Scorpion back in here. There's a cavalry unit. I think I more or less have to just push troops in, accept I'm taking casualties, and that's it. Definitely it's better to just like go with everyone. Just make sure, try and reduce damage I take on my lords. Yeah, Tomb King's actually taken quite a lot of damage already, that's not great. We've got that tower, that's good. You go after them. Tomb Scorpion, I need you in here, buddy. Yeah, go for these cavalry. Get the next line in. Not you guys. There's lots of low leadership on the side of the enemy. I think that is a good sign. Like I said before, I don't think it's going to take too much more to make them rout. I should definitely have positioned this better to like truly have all my troops coming in at the same time, but right, we wiped out a unit there, that's really good. Let's get in here. Those are heavier cavalry, but they're not that heavily armoured. The spearmen are still going to be fine. Okay, Arkhan's taking a lot of damage. Oh, I know what's happening. It's going to be their lord in here. Yeah, this is going fine. Just gotta keep an eye on my hero's health. Got their lord down to half HP, that's good. Try and cast this spell if I get another wind of magic. I'm not sure I'm going to. How are we doing against that cavalry? Looks like we're winning. Good. Yep, get in here. Get in here. Just having more troops around will actually make their morale drop faster and make them disintegrate quicker. Yeah, okay, there they go. Nice, we got them. Yeah, lost a bit of like took a bit of damage right at the end going in like that, but still got a decisive victory. Okay, so recaptured the capital, but at what cost? I think we have to wait and see what the dwarves do. I maybe should have I think there's a small chance of capturing artillery in battle, which would be really nice. Like, these are really good units, but I think oh no, I did have an army slot. I had an army slot left open here. I don't know if it has to be like a free slot in the army that's attacking though. Maybe it does. Anyway, not to worry. Definitely want to occupy.
My dynasty
Alright,
reigns
and got my
supreme.
first lord to level 10, so I unlock this unit of spearmen to recruit, which is actually pretty useful.
I am critic proof.
Alright, so
There is no challenge here.
still decisions for sure on how to handle
I am sculptor.
the rest of this.
Slave driver. Summon them.
I think my plan...
I have no time for this. Joff is my patron.
They can only launch an attack with this army. This army could come in force march. It's not guaranteed that dwarves will do anything here, honestly. It just all depends on how weak they think we look. Okay, let's look at this. So I can go for one of these options, which are pretty strong. 2 guards and chariots. That's not really what this army's about. Ushabti. Yeah, I don't have access to them yet. Cast replenishment rate, missile strength for Casket of Souls. Yeah, that's not bad. And this one's magic. Missile strength for skeleton archers as well. It's not too bad. I'm kind of tempted to just go for a chariot on my Tomb King. Obviously, I don't want him getting, like, the advantage of him being on foot right in the middle of our spear wall is that he boosts, like, his leadership is so valuable, but being on a chariot's pretty good as well, especially for fighting these dwarves. Like, having him, he could be useful for going out and trying to run down missile units. Could alternatively go for the next line up here, or for this boost to the Casket of Souls and casualty replenishment. This is the option, like, Arkhan doesn't have all 4 of these, he only has this one. So maybe in the long term I want to transfer the Casket of Souls over to Arkhan rather than this guy's army. Like, this guy's nothing special. He's going to be my best general for a while, but his trait isn't amazing. I don't want to... Yeah, let's not commit to one of those right now. I just want to go for the chariot. And level up for my Lich Priest. So he's level 9 now. Yeah, we want to go for the spell. Might... Yeah. It will be somewhat useful against the dwarves, at least. And Arkhan leveled it to level 2. Given that we might have another couple of tough battles in the near term, I think I just want to go for strengthening the army, go for the boosted leadership, go for these, like, the army boosts, at least to start with. I don't really need... Well, it's not urgent to get a second character with a lightning strike. Boosting his replenishment would be nice, but he gets that from this when he gets to rank 10 anyway, so yeah, let's start with the red tree. This line is really good, by the way. Like, the ability up here to resurrect troops is, you know, yet another way to keep your army alive and fighting in the middle of battle. Arkhan's own magic's good too, or it's not... It's death magic, so it's not the best, but it's not bad. But yeah, it just takes too many points to get up to the top spells. So I think what I want to do is actually have this guy outside the settlement, put Arkhan inside.
The Lich King returns.
So we stop the revolt. Yeah, that 95 gold is still not worth it though.
Day of awakening comes.
Let's repair this. 1300 gold. I don't really want to commit to building anything. Boosting growth would be nice to be able to upgrade the settlements faster, but I'm just reluctant to commit to that while the dwarves are on the doorstep. So he could come make this attack and have this army in force march reinforcing, but we'd have 2 full stacks pretty much. Guess no reason not to get recruiting with that. Although actually,
My great works. Victory in undeath.
nah, we want the Necrotect in here.
Sands of time. Move minions.
What unit do we want to switch out? I'm tempted to switch out some of the damaged skeleton units. Because I'm thinking they'll attack, that this army will be the army they attack, and Arkhan will come in as reinforcements. But they're dwarves, like they're super slow. We'll have time to just set up our spear wall however we want. So let's just take out, yeah, most damaged unit, and stick the Necrotect in.
There is no challenge here. This is my commission. I'm awake.
Okay, so we fully replenish next turn. More or less fully replenish here. You can see the difference that extra replenishment makes, by the way. Like, he's replenishing everything to full, even though Arkhan's in the settlement, getting the boost from that. But yeah. Hopefully we have another couple turns before the Bretonnians come out, and we have to defend up this front again, but it's not guaranteed. I think I've got 100 Canopic Jars now, so I could go for Tomb Prince. I could spend 100 to get a Tomb Prince. It would delay my next army by 1 turn, but is that worth it? I think it probably is. The Tomb Prince is a pretty strong fighter. We need, yeah, I think we need army strength in the near term with these dwarves, so let's just go for this. That hero is staying put. Alright. Let's see what happens over this end turn. Check I haven't encountered anyone else.
The realm of souls fills with my foes.
Yeah, looks good. Khemri and Thegan's Errantry. Okay, so that's, yeah, Khemri's fighting the other Bretonnians up north. Thegan's Errantry are now at war with both Khemri and the dwarves. Alright, here comes their hero. What about their army? Nope. Army did not come for us. They could have moved up towards, yeah, they could be moving like up around here, though. Yeah, they still only have, they have a stack here. I think they might have moved out with both their armies. Oh, and the Bretonnians have got almost a full army and a second army on the way. Alright, well, did manage to retake the capital, but definitely some tough fights ahead, I think. So I'm gonna end this video for today, and yeah, pick it up again pretty soon, I think. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.